we be answering the question whether there is BSc in law? I don't think so. It is not the Council of Legal Education that says so. It is not the body of benchers that call lawyers to the bar that says we have BSc. It is not NDA that said so. The person who attempted to arrogate BSc law to herself was found to have lied. Should we really be wasting time talking about someone who has lied? And of course, everyone knows that that is not the way to describe. The degree in law is never described like that.
Nigerian Bar Association NBA President Yakubu Mailkyau has come out publicly to defend Pastor Paul Enenche of the Dunamis Church after the disgraceful show that ensued between the pastor and his church member, Ms. Vera Anyim, on Sunday, April 14, where the pastor embarrassed, insult and wrongly accused Vera of sharing fake testimony in his church. He claimed that there was nothing like BSc in law, but a careful research has actually shows that such degree exists in the law field. I'm going to bring you guys up to speed, but before then, let's listen to the NBA chairman face. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you are joining us for the first time, so you don't miss out on any latest updates.
And thankfully, I was privileged to have watched that video where that came from. I mean, a woman who stood up in church and supposedly was giving a testimony of how she went through challenges and now has graduated from Open University or so. And the man of God sitting in that congregation himself sensed that there was something wrong with the supposed testimony. And what he said is also something that is complementary of the legal profession in a way. Because he said the way the person who was testifying spoke, the English that she spoke, bad as the situation may be, was not reflective of an English spoken by a lawyer. And that was how he now posed the question. And himself also acting like a lawyer that has mastered the skills of cross-examination, and asked her to describe, because he said, okay, if you read medicine, it should be MBBS. Now that you have graduated and you have a law degree, what is it called? The person said, BSc. So, should we be answering the question whether there is BSc in law? I don't think so. It is not the Council of Legal Education that says so. It is not the body of benchers that call lawyers to the bar that says we have BSc. It is not NDA that said so. The person who attempted to arrogate BSc law to herself was found to have lied. Should we really be wasting time talking about someone who has lied? And of course, everyone knows that that is not the way to describe. The degree in law is never described like that. It is not BSc. And if you want to have one so that you can appreciate what it is really, I'm sure the sales of JAM form has started. Get one JAM form, get admitted. At the end of that training, 4 or 5 years training, you know exactly what degree is awarded when you study law. But it's certainly not BSc. And the person who said it was found to have lied.
So guys, what do you think about the MBBS president assertion on this matter? Meanwhile, this is Vera Anyim, the woman publicly criticized by Pastor Paul Enenche, accused of lying about her law degree, seen wearing her graduation gown in a recent Facebook photos. It's evident she worked hard to study law, but she may have felt nervous when sharing her testimony. Also, this is the school graduation list. Her name is there as well. So now, who is to be blamed? After the disgraceful incident with the pastor, she actually came out to drop a Facebook post expressing her feelings. Let's take a look at the post. It's disheartening because I could not speak English like lawyers. I was labeled a lawyer for mistakenly saying BSc instead of LLB. Actually, I graduated with a third class at NOUN. The rejected stone can become the cornerstone. We are reminded not to look down on anyone. You can't imagine what I endured throughout the service. How shattered I must have felt to be disgraced by my spiritual leader in such a manner. I am number 2262 on the list. I, Vera, deserves better now. Oh my God. So heart-touching. In case you don't know what actually happened, let me bring you up to speed. It was on Sunday, 14 April 2024, when was supposed to be a celebratory moment turned controversial at the Dunamis International Gospel Center in Abuja, when Pastor Paul Enenche questioned a woman identified as Vera Anyim academic achievement as she shared her testimony. Ms. Vera Anyim stepped up to the pulpit with a story of personal triumph, announcing she had broken her family's cycle of educational limitations by earning a law degree from the National Open University of Nigeria (NOUN). During her heartfelt testimony, Ms. Vera shared the struggles and setbacks she faced on her journey to graduation, overcoming financial difficulties and health challenges to become the first university graduate in her family. Now let's take a look at her testimony. Quoting her, "I want to appreciate God for my life and my family, and I want to thank God for using mommy and daddy for our sake. It all happened when I was trying to attend the National Open University of Nigeria. Before I came to Dunamis, many things were happening in my life. My family, from my father's side and my mother's side, nobody was a graduate. They only ended up in primary or secondary school. But when God remembered me, I got a job and I was working, and I decided to further my education. I started school and I wanted to do a law program. I started in 2014 and never lacked the money to pay my school fees. I kept going to the extent that I got to my 500 level, and challenges everywhere. Problems, sickness, they afflict me with leg pain, and I was not able to finish. My mate had finished. The law program is 6 years, but since I was unable to meet up, I keep up like that. But yesterday, I graduated." Well, the pastor was not comfortable with her testimony. He had to stop her halfway, questioning her degree and her qualifications. So at this point, the testimony took an unexpected turn as Pastor Paul Enenche noticed discrepancies in her language and understanding of her supposed law degree. His suspicions rose when Ms. Vera referred to her degree as BSc in law instead of LLB, which led to further probing by the pastor. The situation escalated quickly, resulting in her being asked to leave the pulpit as the pastor, Mr. Enenche, expressed his concern about the authenticity of her claims, cautioning the congregation against false testimony. He asked her, "What kind of degree did you get?" "Medicine is MBBS." The woman boldly replied that she had a BSc in law. In response, the pastor's fury ignited and he ordered her to leave the pulpit. Full of shame and regret, she quietly left the pulpit. Well, investigation was carried out and it was revealed and confirmed that Ms. Vera actually graduated from the law department. According to the National Open University Comprehensive Graduation List, Anyim Vera indeed graduated with an LLB in law, appearing as number 2262 on the list under the matric number. So guys, now who do we blame? Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates.